Okay, big night tonight. We got some really special people we're paying a tribute to, and we appreciate y'all coming out and supporting these girls. I'm Mike Jones. I'm the girls soccer coach, and some way or another we only have one senior this year, but she's a very, very special senior. She's really, really a good senior. I'm so happy. I got to know her over these years, and I'm very thankful. We do have her. And I don't know, I'm not going to, tonight we'll save it for the banquet, so I can try at the banquet. But anyway, Miranda, come on up. She's been with us since she was, I believe. She did grow, she said. But she's been a starter now for several years. She's one of the best spirited kids. Hit me a little bit. She's one of the best spirited young ladies I've ever known. She's just so special. The kids absolutely love her. Give her a hand for that. This little group of 8th graders I got over here when I was coaching them as a young group, Mary was on the team, and she would come out and work with them as well, and they just fell in love with her, and that's why there's such a great bond on this team right now, is the way that Miranda has held herself high like she does, and done such a good job with these kids. So Miranda, we're so thankful to have you. Like I said, I'd like to say, Miranda's going to go to Jackson State. Want to continue her education with kindergarten, early education, kindergarten. She'll graduate with that. I'll tell you what, if I had a kid, I'd want her to be Miranda has babysat my granddaughter. Matter of fact, she babysat my granddaughter when I'm supposed to be babysitting. You need a babysitter. She is really, really good for that purpose. Anyway, thank you very much, Miranda. Hat trick against Guntersville. I think you had a hat trick tonight, didn't you? Very good. Your hands for that. She's going to say something. She said she would, but she's going to. First, let's get our parents out here. AHSAA, Juan, Teo, Mary, come on out. What a great family we have. So lucky to have a really great family we have. Anyway, I think, Randy, you want to say a few words? I think you said. All right, you don't have to say anybody, but anyway, she loves her family. And I'll say it for her, what she told me. They took her to practice. They played in such a great way, and she's so lucky to have such a great parents and great family. I'll give them all the big hands. Thank you, Miranda. So I'm going to pass it on to him real quick, or we'll be up here all night. But let me say something, Zach, before we get out here. This boys program, I've been there with them. We've been them. We just didn't have a very good program with her that struggled to get players. Zach, 7 years ago now? Yeah. Anyway, at that time, I was trying to do the boys as well. I think Zach played with the boys one night out here. I said, he's the man for this job. They've never had anything, really, anybody that really put all their effort and everything into it. The boys soccer is what it is today because of him. And we need to give him a big hand. He loves these boys more than anything that you can imagine. soccer program is one of the most feared programs in North Alabama. What a great job y'all done to make this program what it is, every one of you. It's so special. It's good. I mean, one of us and y'all got it what they are. And so this whole program is a big deal because the kids like y'all play it. AJ, congratulations. All foundations for what more can I say about you. I wanted to say something about you. You've been so awesome. I've been really watching state championship. And I think you will. One last thing before I get to sacks. Prom weekend, one thing that could happen is you can get in trouble because of alcohol or because of decisions you make. It can cost you dearly and your team dearly. Prom weekend, do not mess with alcohol or get in a car where anybody's driving and alcohol. You know what will get you in trouble. Stay away from it. Stay away from it, girls. Okay? All right, Zach Ross.
Y'all need me to use the microphone?
No, we're good.
Okay. Mike told me that since they named the field after him, that maybe they'll name the bathroom or the concession stand after me. It's hard to come in and, you know, work a program behind that guy. I mean, he casts a pretty big shadow. Hopefully we've made him proud. We made our town and school proud. I'm already choking up. I told Joanna before, like, you know, I'm not going to make it. This is the most accomplished senior class that we've had. We've played boys soccer here for 28 years, and this is the most accomplished senior class. Most of them have been with me for years. Some of them, at least everybody's been here for 4 or 5. And they came in a kind of tough time. COVID had just happened. That season got ended. We had a really good team that was looking like Final Four and maybe a state championship, and they never got to live that out. So they were kind of coming in behind that. And then 2021 was the only year that we hadn't made the playoffs in the last 11 years. And so they were kind of coming in a place where we really needed, you know, to rebuild to kind of get the success that they've gotten used to. And so, you know, this team, we've been to 4 Final Fours. The girls have been to what? Talk about casting a shadow. We've been to 4 in our program's existence, and these guys have been a part of 2 of those. They're the only team, the only boys soccer team to play in a state championship, and we're 1 minute away from potentially winning. Obviously, they've had a really good year. They've been ranked number 1 this year. I know we got AJ. AJ's been playing varsity since he was a 7th grader. He's the only, and obviously I'll talk a little bit more about him individually, but he's the only boys player to ever win 100 games. I was going back and looking for stats and all that, but he's won over 100 games as a varsity soccer player. That's a heck of an accomplishment too. But I'm going to talk briefly, like Mike said, we could be out here all night, and I'm going to try to get through this without getting too emotional. Let's start with Earl Hidalgo first. So Earl is most likely to give a speech, so I'm going to let Earl take the floor. Earl say whatever. He is our quietest person on the team. Great heart, great left foot, great on set pieces. He kind of came in. You started as a freshman. That's when he started. Freshman. He made the playoff roster his very first year of the program. Showed off a lot. He's been with us for 4 years, and he's in the top 10. So give it up for that. UAH for engineering, so you know, maybe somebody in the crowd's going to work with this guy. Brilliant academically, and brilliant left foot, and really coachable. And you know, I've tried basically every day to get him to smile. Okay, I'm a big. Everybody knows me. Knows I'm a big extrovert. I try to pull it out of Earl as best I can. He's quiet, but he you know, great student. and just an awesome player in our program. So give it up for her. Slide forward. You know, Mike talked about Miranda babysitting, you know, grandkids and all that stuff. Slade is our dog babysitter. And so he's been watching our dogs for a couple of years. And we don't, my wife Laura and I, we don't trust anybody with our dogs. Our kids either, not just anybody. He is an awesome kid, an awesome leader. Last year in the state championship game, we're probably not in that at all without some of the saves that he had. I mean, you should have seen him as a 7th grader. Just, I mean, like maybe this tall, Slade, something like that. And he wanted to go in the goal. It's probably a decision maybe he regrets somewhat, because every game he's like, Coach, put me in the field. Put me in the field. Put me in the field. No, you're an all-state goalkeeper. We're going to keep you in the goal. But he's gone on. I think when he started on varsity as a sophomore, he didn't have the confidence. But like it took him 5 or 6 games making big saves, and he just grew into that position and made it his own. He's become a captain. We just named him a captain a week ago, and again, just an awesome person. And he's potentially going to Auburn or Alabama. He's kind of still deciding. I think everybody probably knows where I'm trying to steer it, but don't tell Michael that. But he's got a lot of options. He's got right now a full ride scholarship to Alabama potentially. So he's going to go on and do some amazing things as well. And like I said, all-state goalkeeper, just an awesome player, and we love Slade. Cam's been with us. You came in the freshman year? I love, you know, a lot of times we kind of identify guys when they're coming up, like middle school and all that. And, you know, we knew about like some guys like Matt Burns and all that. I love it when we get like a surprise guy. We know about. He showed up as a freshman at tryouts. Didn't know anything about him. Came right in JV and was scoring goals. He scored a lot of goals, dozens and dozens of goals for our program. Very physical player. One of the things, like, you know, he didn't have a whole lot of soccer experience when he started. That we were really trying to get him to hold up the ball, you know, and play that kind of back to the goal thing. And he's gotten so good at that. Very physical, got a great touch. He can move really well, and he's just awesome. One thing I will say about him is, in a game, when the game starts, you look over at him, he is as focused. He's got like this Kobe Bryant face. It scares me sometimes. He's so focused in and ready to play, and I love Cam so much. He's been a big part of our program. That a lot of guys don't really want to play because you're not getting the glory and the goals and all the attention. He kind of started out his career playing up top, and you know, when it got time for him to be a varsity player, I tell the guys all the time, if you want to play and you want to play a lot, center back's the best place to go because I hardly ever take them out. And Adrian basically said, all right, coach, I'll take it as a challenge. So when he played club, he started playing at center back and really grew in there. And obviously started at center back in the state championship game last year and has become a tremendous leader for us as a senior. One of our best leaders that we've ever had, to be honest with you. He's obviously great in the air, great speed, and you know, being a soccer coach, goalkeeper, we talked about Slade and center back, those guys are just so invaluable. They're so invaluable. They don't make a lot of mistakes, and they're just so solid, and that's what Adrian is. And I think Adrian's going to Alabama, right? Roll Tide. So give it up for Adrian, ladies. This dude is one of the toughest people that I've ever been around. Everybody sees him on the soccer field, you know, sees him going. I mean, he made a tackle it one game ago. I think it was Varsity. He's 20 yards behind the ball and just sprints back and slides in at the last second and saves a goal from, you know, the other team from scoring a goal. And so everybody sees that kind of stuff, but this is where I'm gonna get a little emotional. 7th grade, Nico, he needed to ride home, and I'm taking him. And like I said, really big extrovert. I'm trying to get him to say something. He's quiet, didn't say anything. Never heard him talk. And I was just drilling him, question after question after question. Never said anything. Would just be like, yes, sir. You know. And now, this guy is like, I mean, just as open and extroverted and laughing and cutting up. Like he makes the whole team happy. And you know, to go through what he's gone through at a young age and still have that attitude, that positive attitude, it's just tremendous. I mean, he is somebody you would want to take into anything you were trying to accomplish. We need more guys like him. We need more guys like him because, you know, we can achieve so much with people like Nico beside you. Because he's going to make you laugh. He's going to keep things light. But when the going gets tough, he's going to be there and he's going to perform for you. And obviously, everybody loves him. I love him too. Eli Laguerre, everybody. I think Eli is incredible athlete. Incredible athlete. One of the best athletes we've ever had in this program. The speed, the strength. When we made it to the Final Four a couple of years ago, we were like, hey, they got this guy that runs this, you know, 10 flat, 100 meters. Can you go lock him down? And Eli, yes, sir, I got it. He is up to any pass that we give him. I've probably yelled at him probably more than anybody out here. With good reason. Right? With good reason. But he's a great kid. He's smart, he's brilliant. He's got so many options in education and everything. He's got a lot of interest in soccer too. If he wanted to play, we had some coach come down to Gulf Shores the other day to watch him. The one thing that y'all may not know that I didn't know until our spring break trip was Eli does an impression of him. I figured the vibe's not right? Vibe's not right, yeah. So, and maybe he'll do it for y'all, you know, sometime. But we're going to miss Eli so much. He's another one just like Nico that keeps everybody laughing, keeps spirits light, but then when it's time to perform, he does. And he makes some incredible athletic plays. The goal line clearances that this guy's had, you know, to save our season, many times. We wouldn't be where we are without Eli. So give it up. Obviously, Eli and Elise, your twins. My brother Daniel's up here. I think I saw him walk in a second ago. Daniel was a super all-state player, which means 1A through 7A all-state with all those combined. So when Daniel graduated, these guys had some really big shoes to fill, and they filled them. They filled them with their individual play and with what their team has done. And Elise's one that we threw him in the fire really, really early. He was probably about this short, probably weighed about 100 pounds soaking wet. And we went to Coleman and we had about 14 healthy players. And I said, hey, Elise, get on the bus, you're coming to play with us. So 8th grade, he's in there and he's played varsity ever since. And he is we can put him anywhere. Lately, he's been scoring a lot of goals. He can play center back, even though he don't like to play center back. When we played Southside last year, when it came time to it, and we had to play against Cameron Thompson, who's the guy going to UAB from Southside. Southside had scored on everybody they played until I put Nico in front of him and Elise behind him, and we shut them out. And those guys, just defensive-minded, shut down everybody. He's another guy that just lovely to be around, always joking, always laughing. You probably got it. See, he had me fooled. When he was young, I thought he was like, you know, the quiet, good. Turns out, Eli might be the good one. Dr. Enlow might, I don't know, he might shed a little on that, but I love it. At least he obviously grew up.
Let's go, let's see!
And he's been fantastic. And so, last but certainly not least, AHSAA. Are all signing soccer scholarships with Northeast Alabama Community College. I think next week, might be the week after, I think it's the 17th. I'll definitely, if anybody's interested in coming, certainly welcome. Those guys and more can really play at the next level, but what can you say about this guy? I already said, you know, we did a little presentation when he broke the career goal scoring record. He's now up to 190 goals. Scoring a goal in soccer is one of the hardest things you can do in all sports. Mike will tell you that. It's one of the most difficult things to do. It's like scoring a touchdown in football. He's got 190 of them. And he should have more because his 7th grade year he had 5, and he only got to play half the season because of COVID. So he could be even over 200 right now. He's even more than the stats. He's a hard worker. He's come to practice all the time. He's humble. His attitude is phenomenal. He's harder on himself than any of our coaches could be. And so what we know when we put him out there, he's given everything that he's got. And that's about all you can ask for as a coach. And, you know, certainly, I mean, to have 100 so wins with him on the field is just phenomenal. And he doesn't back down. I mean, you should see, you'll see, you know, at times throughout the year how he gets treated by the other team. I mean, they're pushing and shoving and grabbing and all that stuff he has to deal with. He still comes out with 190 goals. It's just phenomenal. But he's an excellent person. And another guy that I would just take alongside me with anything that I did. And we're truly going to miss AJ a lot. Come out here in a second, we'll get some pictures, and then we're going to start warming up and play. And I thank you to Susan Moore, too, and your fans. Thank y'all for being patient while we did this. They've gone and they've played some really good teams. They've played Hoover and Chelsea and all that. They're not afraid of anybody, and we like to have them here and coming to play us.
And one last thing before we leave on, it's one of those things, the school, look at the bleachers we're sitting in right now. How wonderful is this? I mean, this bleachers is just amazing. Look at this field as well. Look how beautiful it is. This is the prettiest field that's ever been. So we appreciate what the school does for us. Thank y'all very much.